My name is Waris Ahluwalia. I'm in the cast of Beeba Boys, and you're watching me on Be Change. You know, we just had mutual friends and we met, and I think it's been over a decade now. And he, you know, I had never thought about being an actor or going into acting, and he asked me to be in Life Aquatic, and that was the first film, and that was the first, you know, sort of experience in front of the camera, making a movie, and then from there, here we are. He did it in such a gentle and an incredible way, where he just said, "Would you come?" He said, "Come to Italy and be in this movie." I did an audition, and he didn't even ask me if I could do it. So when he's someone whose work I believe in, someone whose work I admire, and so if he wasn't questioning, could I do it, I didn't want to. Right? There was no reason for me to, because I trust in his work, I trust in his ability, and I trust that he's not going to jeopardize or sabotage his own work. And so if he's believing in something, if he sees something, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to question it. And so that's, you know, so I didn't. That's how it happened. I just went and did the film and trusted in his ability to direct me. One movie, and that was with Spike Lee. That was the movie I did after Life Aquatic. It was called Inside Man. And so Spike calls me up and says, "Hey Waris, it's Spike." And I said, "Hi Spike." I'd known he was going to call, because he had said Willem Dafoe had given him my number, and so spoke to him, and he asked me to come in and read this part, and I did an audition. I thought it was terrible. It was my first audition ever, and he's like, "There's a gun pointing at you, scream!" And I was just like, if there was a gun pointing at me, I don't think I would scream. I don't think I'd have the ability to. So, you know, I did what I thought was a decent, you know, bordering up from terrible to decent audition, and I walked away, and I called my girlfriend at the time. I said, you know, at least I got to meet him. You know, that was exciting. And then 2 hours later, he called me, and it was like, you know, you have the part. And I said, "Were you at the audition?" Well, the exciting part now is that the world has changed. You know, this is not the, you know, even within the last decade, because technology has changed, and the ability to make films and the ability to share films and the platforms for sharing films has changed. Before, it was just like you either show it on TV or you show it in a theater, right? That's like, how do you break into that? Almost impossible. Now you can just, if you're talented and if the skill is there, you can get your work out there, right? It's not the world that it used to be. So the thing to do is not look for other people. So it's like it's about telling your own stories. So as much as we have, you know, actors from you know, from our world, or, you know, like from non-white, non-black, non-Hispanic, everyone else, you also need more writers. You also need more directors. So if you're an actor that's not getting a part, write a story, right? Write your own movie. Like create. You know, just don't sit and wait, because to expect someone else to tell your story is absolutely absurd, right? Like, because they're going to tell it from their perspective. They're not going to tell it from your perspective. So write and create and produce. We need those people as much. I mean, I'm happy to do, you know, I'd love to do more comedies. I'd love to do, everyone's always asked, you know, there's a director called Rob Zombie who's done 2 films, House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I don't even like horror.
It's a band called.
Yeah, same guy. Yeah, and so there's such an incredible director. So I'd love to work on his next one.
Any thoughts of Bollywood? I'm just shooting in the dark here.
No plans yet. I don't even think I register on there. You know, it's so wild. I think that obviously they've got such a huge world of their own. So I don't even know if I register on the Bollywood. I'm happy to learn how to dance. I'm happy to do it.
If something comes up,
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.